Yeah, yeah. 英語わかりません。英語わかりません。アジアアメリカ人。英語わかりません。宮地稼ぐダラ。I put the back in the yen. 英語も忘れちゃった。I'm bringing it back to Japan. 英語わかりません。英語わかりません。アジアアメリカ人。英語わかりません。宮地稼ぐダラ。I put the back in the yen. 英語も忘れちゃった。I'm bringing it back to Japan. 今到着成田。前はマクドナルド。今食べてるキャビア。喋り方がキャビア。神書く雷や。渋谷クラブ入り。VIP。Yeah。上がる夢を見てるいつも通り。開けて飲んでる水のように。どこにいたら渋谷立てて地図を読む。ニューヨーク帰ったら普通のアジア人に戻る。英語何もわかりません。俺の女は過去口。洋服ほとんど中国から。今からパリ服を月間に確かにやね。月間にってわかるよね。アルバム終わったらあとすぐ国出る。I'm a check 滑らか with the flow. Everybody on the flow. どこでも出身 Everybody
It's time for Top Plays. This is LT, Lawrence Tanner, public address announcer for your Los Angeles Lakers. In this special edition, we want to see who has the most flair as they fly through the air. Let's roll your Mobile One Top Drive.
$2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
TGIF, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. We're bringing it to you live alongside Grant Hill and Steve Smith. Allie LaForce, our reporter. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got the Boston Celtics facing the home team. Here's Paul, and let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. Here's James. An easy two on the layup.
The raw power of James excels at taking on physical defense and finishing.
Pass to Kuzi. Now Russell. From 8 feet away. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. James outside. Paul with it.
Defense.
Here's Chandler. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
He's guarded by Paul. Pass to Havlicek. Shoots over Bryant. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
First team foul. Shooting for Boston, John Havlicek at the line for 2.
First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Outside Paul. Here's Durant, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And the length of Durant, he's more than capable of attacking the rim and either scoring or drawing the foul.
Kevin Durant, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
You have to admire Kevin Durant's resilience. Few stars could bounce back from a serious injury like he did and return looking the same.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
He's guarded by Paul. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, BA, you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it.
Now here's Bryant. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Durant. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Here's Pierce, guarded by Durant. Lets a 3 fly. Here's Russell. He nails it, and we're tied.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Bryant outside. Back to Paul. Pass to Durant. Puts one up from 19. Offensive board. James. Good work defensively by Russell.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
And it's Bird missing.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Count that bucket.
LeBron taking over on the offensive end, getting into the teeth of the defense and making a spectacular play.
Pass to Havlicek. Here's Bird. Over James. Sinks the 15-footer.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Now here's Bryant. 12 seconds left in the first quarter. That one rolls around and rims out. James with a steal.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
So it's a tie game as we end the first. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this. Break. Don't go anywhere. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
On the floor for Boston.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Russell's gone 2 for 3 from the field. Westbrook outside. To the inside, James.
Though he does have a scorer's mindset, Harden's vision and experience playing alongside some of the best talent in the league have made him an awesome playmaker.
Russell, that's good.
One side of a great playmaker.
Game right here. Let's go, Celtics. Come on now.
Russell's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Here's Harden. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
A nightly triple-double threat. Harden's level of creativity and incredible confidence makes him lethal.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Iguodala's checked in for James. Boston on offense. Pass to Havlicek. Oh, stolen by Harden. And they're pushing it up. And he lobs it up. And Anthony slams it in.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
Here's Cowens. He's guarded by Anthony. And he buries his first look.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Pass to Iguodala. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Russell. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Harden from outside, kept alive.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Jacks up a three. And Russell Westbrook pulls it down.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Harden against Russell. Nice shot by Harden.
Inside Harden is such a tough cover. You know he's clever enough to turn any good defense into a foul.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Here's Westbrook. It's rebounded by Pierce. Boston on offense. Russell with the ball. He's picked up by Westbrook. And they're on the run. Some room here for Anthony. The rebound, Celtics. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Cowens. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Westbrook, the pass to Love. Three-pointer, Harden. Russell with the rebound. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Pierce. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Harden. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter.
You like to see Harden knocking down the mid-range shot. When he doesn't ignore that area of the floor, the defense has a much tougher job to do.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Westbrook outside. Back to Anthony. Cowens grabs the board.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
From deep, he got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Celtics leading by just 2. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And so it's Boston with it. 2-point game. We've got Chris Paul. Kevin Durant is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Kobe Bryant, and it's Chandler in at the center position.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And for the Celtics, back to Durant. Outside Paul. 4-3. Rebound Boston. Russell's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Chris Paul out there with Kobe Bryant. Then there's Kevin Durant. Then there's LeBron James. And it's Chandler in at the 5 spot.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
And for Boston, fires from 14, and it's Bird with a rebound. Bryant's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Inside, here's Russell, and the Celtics tack on 2 more.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And it boils down to the question: toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
To the middle. And it's Chandler missing. Here's Havlicek. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Bryant, plenty of space. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Bryant's got his second basket on the night.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen. Now, that was a clever adjustment. I mean, that was a tough shot.
Especially given the height disadvantage. I love the way he created space for his shot.
Down low. Here's Bryant. Russell with the rebound. Russell's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Pierce. And the Celtics another 3.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
That one's good from James on the assist from Bryant. James has got 8.
There's almost no stopping LeBron. He muscles his way right through contact.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, trying to close that gap is going to hinge on plays like this one, creating high percentage looks right inside. They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
He doesn't back down from anybody. Paul has to be one of the most tenacious competitors in the league.
Here's Durant. That one off the back iron and out. James with a steal. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
Respect. LeBron showing the artistry that other players could only dream of.
And what a drive that was. Replay courtesy of Mobile One.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He's been a force of nature, and that drive just another of his great plays this game.
They get it back. Right wing. The 3. Pass to Kuzi. They shoot again. And he lays it in. Give him 8 points now.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Durant has the open look. Great look there, but off target.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
And so it's the Boston Celtics. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Kobe Bryant, LeBron James out there with Carmelo Anthony. Then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's Chandler in at the 5, down low. Pass to Bird. Fires from deep, and that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Obviously, Rondo's main priority is to dish the rock. When you're open, he'll get it to you.
Here's Anthony. It's good from the top of the key. Here are the Celtics with the ball. Oh, they get a hand on it. Rondo with it. Picked up by James. Russell sinks it from just inside the baseline. And Boston leads by 14.
putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Westbrook outside. Anthony outside. Pass to Bryant from downtown. And here's James. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Assertive play from LeBron in the paint, winning himself a high percentage look.
The shot by Russell, no good.
Tremendous defensive effort, saving a bucket right there.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen. He is a scoring machine right now, but he needs more support from his teammates if they want to win this one.
Here's McHale. From outside, off the mark. Here's James. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The poise of LeBron. Little pump fake, gets the defender in the air. That's all she wrote.
Celtics.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
They're also doing a good job working the ball inside tonight. The defense has been struggling to slow them down there in the paint.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for Westbrook. Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Rondo. Hits both from the stripe.
When it comes to longevity and skill, no one has done it better than LeBron James. He's in a category all to himself.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's White. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
It goes on Chris Paul.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up by 9. White hits them both. 1:58 left in the game. Pass to Anthony. Plenty of space. Boston with a rebound.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Oh, a deep 3 from Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics. James inside. Here's a 3 from Paul. James. Great positioning on the putback.
Persistence from LeBron James, refusing to give up. Gotta love his activity.
Pass to McHale. Back to White. There's Tatum with the 3. Knocks down the long J. Tatum's got his first 3 points of the game.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
The Celtics with the lead. To the paint. Picked his pocket. Anthony outside. Pass to Bryant. Pulls up. It's rebounded by McHale. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
No problems knocking that one down.
These shots help Carmelo get into rhythm, and this is why his teammates, they say shoot it.
Tatum from long range, and the Celtics another 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
And Boston has possession. They've led by as many as 14. The kick to Tatum. Fires the 3. They get the rebound. Russell to pass to Tatum. It's deflected. So we see the Celtics get the win here. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Steve Smith, this is Brian Anderson with our 2K Sports crew signing off. So long and good night, everyone.
slip away. I wash my sins away. I put them on replay. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've had my better days. I watch them slip away. I wash my sins away. I put them on replay. Yeah.
I like how she style up her hair. Long nails looking real fine over there.
Yeah, tough one right now. Game 8.
Show them little bars, but the top is like cars. The bottom too crowded.
Got 'em bopping on my way. Drip, I'm not no driller, yeah. Sick of the talk, I might go MIA. If you don't make sense, we don't make dollars.
Home at Boston. A lot of pressure on us. Go Tatum, Jalen.
I've had my better days. I wash my sins away. I put them on replay. Got 'em bopping on my way. Drip, but I'm not no driller, yeah. Sick of the talk, I might go MIA. If you don't make sense, we don't make dollars. We them boys, we moving silence. We them silence.
Let's go with the green uniform. Good luck.
I need a tell her go grab me. Claiming that she love it, yeah. Yeah, the roses by the dozen, yeah. Maybe take you out in public. Mess around until the sun is. I ain't playing, I ain't fronting.
Staying in the wreck with the Thornton way. Crosses over from the perimeter and uses finesse to switch hands at the rim. There wasn't much room. A fantastic way to finish.
Come on, Celtics. Good defense. Let's get some
Closing today in beast territory with 9%. ISO on the wing, stuns them with a spin dribble, and crosses over to a clear path layup. What a winning combination.
Up next, the Celtics taking on the 76ers. For the Celtics, ranked second in the East, a team to be reckoned with every time they take the floor, and especially come playoff time. Sixers, Celtics, and we'll be right back for the tip-off. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Center Rob Williams is a big reason the Celtics have become so tough to score on. Jason Tatum says, Rob can guard anybody. You always know you got protection behind you if you get beat. He has the potential to win Defensive Player of the Year one of these days. I think that's in his future. So the Time Lord is biding his time, Kevin.
David, thanks. Look at the 76ers starting group. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. DeAnthony Melton out there with Harden, and it's Harris in at the small forward. And for Boston, out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. And it's Smart in at the 1.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. Pass to Tucker. Harris outside.
Defense. Come on, Tatum. Let's do it.
He kicks it to Embiid. Clock at 2. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Embiid.
Tough for Harden coming in, guys. Come on now.
James Harden, exception.
All right,
Slicing up the defense.
Tatum passes to Horford. Outside Tatum. Banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Now here is Harris. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Smart. That one's not going to go. And the 76ers go the other way with it. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Live by the three, die by the three. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really
do or
know
die, do or die.
Game to game
Live by the
how
three,
it's going to
die
go.
by the three.
You know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through. Even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row, no player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
Hey, guys, that's just outstanding confidence from Brown. I mean, getting up with the shot right away and giving the defense no time to react, that's impressive.
Tucker can't get it to go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Tatum gets the bucket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here is Harris. Harden outside. Here's Melton. Horford with the rebound.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
You really don't want to allow him to get too comfortable, but even with stifling defense, he's going to still find a way to get it in the basket.
Now here's Harden. He's coming off a 13-point game against Boston.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Embiid. They can't stop the run with that one.
Williams, do some defense over there, man.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Celtics out in front. They lead by 5. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey out there with Harden.
That's good,
it's
White.
Montrezl Harrell. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Niang in at the 4.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you. He's off on the first. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game. And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit is their defensive abilities. They've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor.
Williams' shot is off.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And the awareness of his
three-quarter Tatum. Come on now, yo.
You're right. Defense, it's been terrific for him. This Boston team, GA, certainly has a talent for holding back their opponent's shots and really defending well.
And, Kevin, they put a lot of energy into pressuring shooters, making sure guys can't find easy looks. They don't want to give away anything for free.
And the basket by Harden.
Boy, that was a masterful read from the talented Harden. I mean, he's at his best when he's attacking in the open court. Nobody better.
And it's White missing. The 76ers trail by 4. Kicks it out to Harden. Back to McDaniel. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Assisted.
Harden's got 3 assists in the game. To the wing right side. Muscala dishes to Williams. For 3, Brogdon. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And so Harden will bring it up for Philadelphia. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Brogdon the pass to Tatum. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
You got to do a lot more than that to stop Tatum. I mean, he's just too skilled and crafty and strong on these takes.
White finds Brogdon. The 3 from Tatum. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And that one's good. Maxey.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Boston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Takes the 3. The shot by Brogdon, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. Maxey's got 7 points in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Niang. The pass to Harden from deep three-point range. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. 76ers on top as they end the second quarter on a
Kevin, thanks. Joel, as you look at the game so far, how would you evaluate yourself?
I think defensively I'm doing pretty good. Offensively, I still got to work on a lot of stuff. But it's going well. I just got to calm down, slow down, let the game come to me, and we'll be all good.
Hey, thanks for your time, man. See you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They stayed within arm's reach in that opening period. 5 points, their largest deficit. They came together in the second period and managed to claw their way to a 1-point lead. And from what we saw so far from the 76ers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
The bench unit was an essential part of the puzzle in the first half. They really stepped it up in a big way, and that helped out. And now the starters can appreciate not having to carry the load on their own.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much needed points. Keep them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
Thanks for watching, man. Let's go, Boston.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Man, he's been running
Williams
wild
right here.
on
He's
him
good, man.
through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot
Play
out.
up, Williams.
Up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Williams at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Embiid, no good.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
When Joel Embiid entered the NBA, many questioned if he would be able to overcome the devastating injuries.
Well, you know, he didn't play his first 2 years in the league. Those questions were fair to ask. I mean, is this guy ever going to get on the court? But once he did, oh my, a monster. I've not seen a big guy do the stuff Joel Embiid can do. It's actually insane. Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
And here's Tatum for three. Kept alive by Boston. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
You can almost feel the mindset he has. I mean, when the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Melton passes to Harden. Here's Embiid. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Embiid's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia.
Shake Milton.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
Melton passes to Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. Melton, no good. Celtics trail by 5. Over in the corner, Brown. From past the arc. Goes back up. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Melton is such a physical player. Williams has no off switch, which is how he gets these calls.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game.
Hey, there's no denying the direction in Philly. They want to win now. The Sixers have an attitude coming from their front office that they want to get it done now, and I like seeing that.
Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Daniel House comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Maxey subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. Pritchard, he's checked in for Smart. The 76ers leading by 6. And for the 76ers organization, the expectation is, of course, Clark, a championship.
And that's where the expectation should be when you have a potential MVP in Joel Embiid. I mean, he's been an MVP candidate multiple seasons in a row. I think the Sixers should be thinking tight.
They grabbed their own miss. Embiid, no good.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Milton, second personal foul, second team foul.
For Boston, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Sam Hauser at the line for 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Greg, up and down this Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Celtics trail by 4. Right side, Williams. Milton grabs the board. Philadelphia's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Maxey kicks to Embiid. Drills the elbow jumper. Embiid's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, Embiid does most of his work inside, but he's pretty comfortable in the mid-range, too.
Richard on the 3 off target. And so it's Philadelphia with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today. Today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with
on,
his
Boston.
feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Taking a look at the 76ers. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Harden out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Harris in at the 3.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Shoots from the elbow. Offensive rebound. Back to Brown. Outside, Horford. No good on the 3. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the 76ers. Tucker the pass to Harden. To the middle. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
The 76ers leading by 9. He feeds it to Embiid, and the shot is good. That's now 8 points for Joel Embiid.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Here's Tatum, connects on the 9-footer.
Jason Tatum has so many different ways he can score, showing us a little solo spurt ability right there.
Passes it to Embiid, and stolen by Horford. Smart with the ball, now defended by Embiid. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Embiid. First personal foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. That they're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
That free throw missing.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
He hits the second from the line. Second minute off the clock now in the 4th.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
On the wing, Harden, guarded by Horford. Pass to Maxey. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Maxey's got the lead up to 11 now for the 76ers. Brown, good.
I think that's where Brown is at his best, guys. He's a muscular athlete who loves finishing strong through contact.
Harden the pass to Embiid. Over Williams, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten him into the hole.
And how about the footwork? Check out those moves in the post and then the sweet finish to go along with it.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, G.A.
Left his man lunging and reaching for air. That was something else right there.
He shoots again. Another shot. And he sinks the layup.
Outstanding work on the glass by Tatum, and quickly he turns the rebound into points.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're in front by 7. 56 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, James Harden.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots, and also finishing strong.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He told his team, if we can get some defensive stops here, we can win this game. It's down to who wants it more. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And Tatum continues to evolve before our eyes, showing excellent leadership by knocking down these clutch shots.
First team foul.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Philadelphia, James Harden. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
Nobody quite like Harden to run your offense. He knows the ins and outs like very few do.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They trail by 7. There's 31 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, they got to get straight to the hoop, then a foul immediately.
It's going to be hard, though. I mean, they don't have much time to work with here, but we've seen crazy stuff happen in this game.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Tatum's shot is off. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Harden surveying the D.
Game, good game.
So the 76ers win it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was. Look, that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Joel, in the past, you've had some critics, and you haven't run away from that. So what are you looking to prove out?
Just being dominant, so I want every time people hear my name, I want them to know that I'm a dominant player.
That was certainly the case tonight, man. Congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
Get the bread with the dividends, inshallah. My shorty wrist whipping in some bangles.